If I ask you, do you have a definition for your life? Do you have a definition of who you are? Could you answer that question? You know, up until recently, I could not answer that question, honestly. Because I had to ask myself who I was as a person. What is my definition in life? If somebody were to stand up, I died tomorrow, and do my eulogy, what would the definition be for me? Well, they could probably do a pretty good job. They could probably do better than I could, because we see ourselves sometimes a whole lot different than other people see us. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have confidence in yourself? I'm probably, if I was recovering from anything, recovering from lack of confidence in my life. See, I grew up with a very low self-esteem of myself. I allowed people's words that they said to me to define me as a person, define me of who I was. I let their opinions sink in my head, and then I had this thing that I could not overcome what they had said about me. And I grew up carrying that for many years, and I allowed that to stop me for so long in my life. It made me overthink and made me analyze things to death, and I lived in the fear of failure and ridicule from other people. You see, when I was younger, I had a real hard time reading. It's not that I couldn't read, but when I started reading in front of people, I got all tongue twisted and tangled up. And actually, my best friend would say, you know, we'd be in Sunday school and they'd call on me to read, and I'd shake my head no. And he would make the statement out loud. He said, because he can't read. And you know, I made another video a couple of days ago about, maybe yesterday, actually about that very thing, that, you know, words affect us. You know, words have a very long shelf life. Words that has been said to us, about us, words we've heard, words we said to ourselves that we believe about ourselves. It's just like we put those things in a jar somewhere, and we put them on a shelf, and occasionally something will happen in our lives, and then all of a sudden we'll go get that jar and we'll take that lid off, and all those feelings and emotions and different things come running back to us. So my definition for me for a long time was, you know, you're stupid, you can't accomplish anything, you're not smart enough, you're not educated enough to try to do a certain thing. Why did I believe that? Doing this right here on YouTube is not the easiest thing for me to do, but it's something that I feel like that I need to do. Whether it's for anybody else out there, whether I ever get anybody to watch, subscribe, or whatever, but I feel like it's something that I need to do to help me. Because I had a mindset change that, you know, your opinion about me, and I say this a lot, does not matter. Why am I letting your life affect me? Why am I letting what you're saying about me affect me? Why is it even your business? I heard a statement several years ago, and it was this right here: what people think about you is really none of your business. And I thought, well, yes, it is too. It is my business. I want to get up in their craw, I want to get up in their face, and we're going to do something about it. But you know what? It's really not none of my business. What they think is what they think. So why should I allow what they think stop me? All those people back in school that said all those things and made fun of me back in the day, some of them I haven't seen since I graduated. And so why should I be still allowing those negative feelings and things affect me to this day? I shouldn't. And neither should you if you have those kind of insecurities and feelings about your life. the things that's been said about you that are not true, the things that's been said about you that you've allowed to define your life. I don't care if it's a parent, grandparent, or who it's been in your life. You know who you are as a person. And you have to, I don't want to say just man up and get over it, because it's not that easy. You have to work at it. Because when you've had a certain mindset for a long time, it takes a long time to heal from it. And that doesn't make you a weak person. I think when you're willing to step out and do something about what's been done to you, or the mental state that you've been in for a long time, I think you're a very strong person to be able to want to change and to do better and to redefine yourself. Hey, being in your 50s is a good time to do that. Being in your 60s is a good time to do that. Hey, being a teenager in your 20s and 30s is a good time to do that. Anytime is a good time to do that. Now is the time to do that. If you have been told that you can't, you're not smart enough, or whatever it may be, you change that. You be bigger than that. Just my thought for today. Have a good day.